Cabinet Minister Shane Jones has stumbled into a new faux pas with photos emerging of him on holiday using a semi-automatic gun banned in New Zealand in the wake of the mosque attacks. The New Zealand First MP's mishap is an unwelcome distraction for the Prime Minister. On the day, she's announced new steps to keep Kiwis safe following those shootings. $17 million towards cracking down on violent extremist content online. Here's our Deputy Political Editor, Craig McCulloch.
Shane Jones was meant to brush up on the Cabinet manual on holiday. Instead, he took to a gun club in Thailand, where he touted a semi-automatic rifle banned here in New Zealand.
Hey, I'll just chalk it up to a bit of international research.
The faux pas revealed in a photo posted by his wife on Facebook. It shows Mr Jones wielding what looks like an AR15, one of the firearms used in the Christchurch shootings, and banned by the government in the wake of the attacks. The New Zealand First MP says it was not an intentional decision and nothing should be read into it.
It's a situation where you go and you have a crack at using different types of rifles and guns. And to be perfectly honest with you, I've never seen one before, but now I can say I've fired it. And I certainly know we don't need them here in New Zealand.
Mr Jones has caused the Prime Minister a fair few headaches during his tenure, and he's not exactly apologetic about his latest indiscretion.
Someone on Twitter said, well, look, on the bright side, Jonesy, you're not being busted for porn.
Just a few weeks ago, Shane Jones was chastised by Jacinda Ardern for his loose lips, but the Prime Minister was putting on a brave face at her post-Cabinet press conference this afternoon.
Look, it's not for me to individually monitor the activities of every minister when they travel overseas. Would I have done it? Absolutely not. But the most important thing for me is that that minister supports what this government has done, and he does.
It's a distraction Ms Ardern would have preferred to avoid. On the same day, she's announcing more action in response to the mosque attacks.
We will set up a dedicated team to find, stop and prosecute violent extremist content online.
A funding boost of $17 million over 4 years to see an additional 17 full-time staff employed by the Department of Internal Affairs, dedicated to removing harmful content online and prosecuting those responsible.
This team will work to try and stop the quick progression of this material online. So issuing takedown notices, trying to prevent the proliferation of this material much more quickly.
Some of the funding will also find its way to the chief censor to help speed up his ability to make rulings on harmful content. The new money welcomed by Internet New Zealand's chief executive, Jordan Carter.
Everyone hopes, I think, we don't have another major Christchurch-style incident to deal with. But even last week with the attack in Germany, it showed that these things do come up from time to time. And making sure we've got some people on the ground ready to deal with it is a good thing to do.
Community voices also in favour. Anjum Rahman from the Islamic Women's Council praising the move.
We know that dealing with this stuff needs responses within a matter of minutes. Not even an hour is good enough, and so we absolutely need to have the capacity to do that.
Her comments, though, come with a caveat, a wider plea for more focus on prevention, de-radicalisation, a wider culture of respect and tolerance. Perhaps even some more discretion from government ministers. From Parliament for Checkpoint, Craig McCulloch.